Good evening, guys.
Oh, good evening, guys.
Good evening,
that was a little
guys.
bit of a black screen for a second there. Nothing like a good seamless start to the show. There we go. So how are we all doing tonight?
Warm, and I'm sure everybody at the other end of this is also warm. It is starting to cool down.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, the breeze has a bit of coolness to it.
Scorching today.
It's been super hot. Up and off today, so I haven't done any teaching, which is lovely because I did a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Felt like I was, I'd seen enough of a golf club by the end of the day yesterday. So it was a nice day off for me. And you've done a bit of mowing,
bit of both today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've still got people on away and on holiday and bits and pieces. So we're all mucking in at the minute. So yeah, I've done a little bit of fairway cutting this morning and then teaching afternoon and this evening. So. Yeah, it's been good.
In the comments, hey J-Dog was the winner of our triple track, TikTok triple track, who received his golf balls today in the post.
Oh.
So that's pretty cool. All the way up to Scotland. He's definitely going to send us a video of him hitting the first shot with the triple track balls. Looking forward to seeing where that one goes. And yeah, get yourself a pick in for the tournaments that are coming up.
Yeah.
Before we go to this week's tournaments, I think we should start with the PGA Championships. What an event!
Yeah, it was really, really good. The only thing is, it's obviously so late. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, when they don't tee off till 10 o'clock
it's
at
like
night.
Getting there, like I got to about 12, and I was like, oh, I really want to. Not getting there.
No, sorry.
Not getting there.
No, there was 9 people tied for the lead when I went to bed.
Yeah.
And not one of those was the winner.
Yeah, it was crazy. So and how good did Morikawa play down the stretch?
Yeah.
Shot on 16 into that par 4, and then roll it straight in the middle. It's just like clutch.
He's such a talent, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's obviously got a lot of records at the minute that are very in line with Mr. Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
So everybody will be spouting that aim, but it's just nice that he's got that really early in his career. He doesn't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah,
he
it's
can
not
now
hanging over his head, is it?
Go ahead and attack the rest of them and feel like he's there and he belongs, and you can just. I think he's going to rack up a few.
Yeah,
by the looks of his golf game.
Yeah, I think you get that first one and you get that belief, and you have the sort of the Spieth or the Brooks Koepka where they just have that spell where they just ping a few out to win a couple, win 3, and while they're playing well. And this year could be that year, couldn't it? You've got this really bunched major season with FedEx Cup coming to an end at the end of it. It's going to be a short, quick season.
And obviously you had Paul Casey in there. I'm really rooting for Paul.
Yeah, definitely.
To get an English winner would have been fantastic, but another great showing, and sort of puts him like points wise in terms of it's not a Ryder Cup year as such, but now
it will all be
grouped that way, so it's going to put him towards that team as well. So and on the back of that form, you would have him in there, no problem at all.
You would definitely have him in there. We've got the Naughty Man commenting. Hi guys, I was one from TikTok that shot 85 following your break 90 tips. Brilliant. So many guys in the comments that have been breaking 90 this week because they've been using a slightly different method, and it's superb. It's golf so much more than just about par and handicap. You've got to make your own strategy in terms of scoring. So well done. Let's move now on to European Tour. So we'll start at home with the Celtic Classic.
Yes,
I got the name right.
So the Celtic Manor Resort they're at this week is absolutely superb. It's a great venue. It's staged obviously a Ryder Cup. It's staged so many Welsh Opens over the years. It's just a fantastic place to play and place to be when it's not throwing it down with rain like it did at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, it's a shame because they obviously built that course especially for the 2010s. So they've always had the Roman Road and then the Montgomery and then the evolution there to the 2010 course. And you've been there a few times?
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. It's like a really, really nice hotel and complex, and then they sort of bus you around, and the actual clubhouses for the golf courses are not at the hotel itself. That's down the bottom, and then you go up and there's one clubhouse, and then there's the range, and then you get bused to complete over the top of the ridge and then into the valley next door for the 2010. So yeah, it's a really good venue.
Really good setup, isn't it? And I imagine it's a really good place to have a 2 or 3 day break and play the courses.
We went down. So obviously it's a long drive from where we are. It's completely opposite side of the country. So we went across, stayed in a hotel the night before, so it sort of broke that. You didn't have to drive there and play on the same day. So then went in, had one night there, and then sort of played and drove back. It is a long drive home, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely a great venue. So let's pop the betting up so you guys can see who the runners and riders are and what's going to go down. And
my man's favourite, though, isn't he?
Andy Sullivan is favourite after last week. How happy are you with your pick?
Told you, just do the Ryan thing. Just keep picking them
keep picking the same person till they win.
I thought that the European Tour fields at the minute probably aren't as strong as they could be.
Yeah.
However, he's too good a player not to win at some stage. If you put him in a weaker field on a short golf course,
class comes through, doesn't it?
Yeah, he's gonna come through.
Yeah, he did really well, and I thought Hanbury Manor looked really nice. I think the scoring, we've talked about this off camera. They probably didn't quite get the setup quite right. But they just don't know what the players are going to do they?
And also, they would have been late adding to that, so it's hard to really take away from your core membership and make it a European Tour course 1 minute and then strip it all back and make it member friendly next. It's just it doesn't work. So I think they did really well. Like the greens looked like they putted okay, and the whole venue looked good. If you haven't been, it's in Hertfordshire, it's just a fantastic place to go and play.
Yeah, just down the road.
Yeah, just get yourselves there and have a round. It's fairly reasonable as well. It's not silly money to go and play there.
Good, get down
there. Knock it around the same courses as those guys.
Good. So European Tour then. Who's your pick going to be this week?
Thomas Detry for me.
Okay, so been playing really well.
Yeah, so he played well for a few weeks now. Swings it great. I just think he's up there most weeks. So it's one of those that he's gonna have to get there and get that win at some stage. So hopefully it's this week.
It would be good for him to have that. I think.
Where you going?
I'm going to go with Nicholas Colsaerts.
Okay.
Long hitter of the ball. He's been trending in the right direction. Played some Ryder Cups. I thought he'd played in the 2010 Ryder Cup, but he didn't. He made his debut in 2012, where he beat Woods in the singles, and that sort of was part of the momentum.
Yeah, absolutely.
They demolished the 4-ball better ball match as well. Do you remember that?
Literally made he played with Westwood and he made 9 birdies or something.
When he gets it going, and seen him a lot over the years. Used to go and watch the Scottish Open where he was one of the favourites over the years. My sister really liked him, so she dragged us round watching him shot for shot. And she, again, that sort of teenage fantasy, he would have been probably late teens, early 20s at that point. And I just remember him walking off the 18th green, lighting up a cigarette, and her going, oh. Oh, okay. And then that put her off him. But there we go. So, Colsaerts for me. I think also worth mentioning Ross Fisher, who Ryan picked last week, just for the fact that he did play in the 2010 Ryder Cup. So he's got good memories of that place. And in a field that, again, isn't the strongest. Let's put the betting up one more time so you can see it. It's those class players, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll pull through.
Do they come to the fore at what point? So we've got a couple of picks in here. So J-Dog is going for Tommy Fleetwood. In the Wyndham
Championship.
And then we've got Kurt Kitayama being picked by Julian Roll. So again, if he wins, hopefully we've got some money on him because that'll be nice odds. Let's move across to the Wyndham Championship.
Yeah.
And again, classic staple event on tour. Has been around a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
In various guises.
Yeah, and they've sort of sponsored a good few events on the PJ Tour over the years. So yes, it's a good field. It's a great golf course, and they're getting really strong fields back-to-back weeks out there. So you can understand why some of the European guys have gone over. There's going to be more world ranking points on offer and a few more pound notes as well. Yeah,
especially when they've got the WGCs and the majors all crammed in, and also.
If you're going to go over and take you two weeks quarantine, then you're going to stay there for a long time.
You might as well just stay there, mightn't you? So excellent. So
where are you going with this one?
Well, I am going to go. I was going to go Casey. That's it. Yeah, because I think he was. I just think he was so.
I think he's evil. Has he won this or got
I'm
very
not sure if he has won it or not, but I just thought he played so well last week.
Get in the comments, guys, if you know. think he might have won.
He might have won this one. He's definitely one of those that often wins the next week after a massive one that he's played quite well in.
And he played very well last week.
Yeah, he played, and other years that would have just been his time, and things would have gone better for him on the last day, and he'd have just got across the line. And you know, as we always say with that USPGA, it really is a proper open event. Anyone can and often does win it. We've got a couple more picks going on here.
Who we got?
Siwoo Kim going in there.
Right, nice.
And then Christian, I can never pronounce his name. Verhazenhout.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, Christian. Yeah, we know who you mean. Going for that.
He was up there last week, and then that
just faded a bit.
He just seemed to hit it off the planet.
Oh really? He just
looked like he was just trying to rip everything, and it just wasn't going right.
Okay, so let's just pop the betting up for the Wyndham Championship for a second here, so you guys that don't necessarily know who is playing can have a little look. Garcia's in there as well.
Yeah,
Snedeker.
Some good names on that.
There is some. Again, there's
only one that's going to win though.
There's only one that's going to win. Go on then.
Justin Rose.
Okay.
Here we go.
We've both gone English.
So I think he put in a bit more of a performance last week. Didn't quite last right to the end, but sort of is hitting it a lot better this season than he hit it last. It just shows you they can't always use just any implement you give them. No. They have to be settled in what they're using, and he's gone back to what he's used in the past, and now things are getting slightly better. So too much class to obviously be out of any championship for too long. So I just think that hopefully he's just going back in the right direction.
Yes. So let's hear from Ryan, who should have been sitting probably in a slightly wider shot, probably over here somewhere.
Yeah, because we'd have gone in
we'd have gone in high order. Ryan was supposed to be here for our chat tonight, but he's been kind of waylaid, but
by a pub. Good thing to be waylaid.
It is a good thing to be waylaid by, but we'll let him.
Good evening, everybody. So I'm having an evening out with my friends, so I couldn't join Simon and Adam tonight. So I'm going to be really quick with my predictions. My European Tour pick is Thomas Pieters. I picked it out of a hat. I still don't know anything about the European Tour. As for the PGA Tour this week, I am picking Tommy Fleetwood. What a great player. I wish he won more. I think he's got the ability to, and I think all of those guys that were fighting at the back end of last week is going to take it out of them. So maybe Tommy's going to do it this week for me. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will see you all next week live. Until then, see you later. Bye.
So there we go.
So a couple of solid picks there, really. Thomas Pieters whacks it. I love the fact that he gets really angry at times.
He's a very, very angry golfer.
When he snaps stuff, everybody's like, what's he doing? He's a role model. No, that's how we all feel most of the time.
Yeah, he just doesn't manage to bottle it, does he? No. Or make sure he does it off camera. But yeah, he's...
I like that.
Yeah, but you got to. Some people have to wear their hearts on their sleeves to perform the best, and that's fine. And Tommy Fleetwood.
Tommy Fleetwood,
yeah, just class. Just very, very good player.
Very jealous of his hair.
You are very jealous of his hair. Yeah, he gets that moving, doesn't he, when he's swinging? So yes, good. Any more picks in there, guys? Nothing at the moment. Keep them coming in. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I think it's going to be interesting the next few weeks of golf. We've obviously got 2 weeks back to back at Celtic Manor. Yeah, so with the Wales Open afterwards.
Yeah, quite like that. They did it with Memorial, and it seemed to work pretty well. I wonder if they'll change the setup much. Yeah. One week to another.
Yeah, again, that'll be weather dependent, and whether they get some bad weather, it'll be difficult to change it too much. But it's and again, it's just, I think it's good with everything that's going on at the moment that they can limit travel, and that's why this UK 6-week swing is good. Go on.
So there was a little bit that I wanted to look at in the USPGA last week. So if you listen to certain podcasts and bits and pieces, they always go on about the coverage in the States in terms of what they get to see adverts wise, and obviously with Sky over here we're very, very lucky that we get a good chunk of golf before you get an advert, which is great. You obviously pay for that, but you do get it. But I did think that some of the shots that either, I think it's ESPN now that's doing the main feed, but CBS production, but some of the shots they had out over the bay and above the cloud line and stuff like that, I thought last week was superb.
Yeah, I think
some of the they knew that the Bay Area was going to be like
the focus
of what that needed to be, and they've really thought through some of the shots there. I really enjoyed some of the drone stuff and some of the aerial stuff. It was really good.
Yeah, I think also with everything that's going on at the moment, they're reducing the amount of people on site. So I guess a lot of that stuff can be done remotely, and rather than having people cameramen on site, they can be done remotely from people all over the place.
I really enjoyed that. Like, obviously, like lucky enough to have been around that area, but it's nice to see it from a different perspective and see the golf course from. I really enjoy it when they panned at one point. The players were walking down the side of a cliff, and then they panned round the bay, sort of level with them. Really good shots.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I just like that different production companies just try different things, and you've got to experiment.
I think Sky still do it the best for me, in terms of a production, but I did enjoy
their balance
some of the
is
shots.
pretty good. You have to have the adverts. We understand that, but it shouldn't be too many, and it shouldn't be too varied. So that's good. Excellent. Thank you very much. When do you think the fans will be back, lads, Julian?
That's hard to say. Like, I can't see it this year.
No. I
can't see they're going to risk it. They won't risk the fans coming back for the PGA or the European Tour to stop.
No.
There's too much sponsorship money, and
also now they've got it rolling.
TV rights, etc. I don't think it's the same with football. They can't afford for the Premier League to come off the telly, so they just won't let anyone in.
Yeah, and I think that's the right thing. I think safety has got to be the first thing. We've got Ben Ann hole-in-one seemed so bizarre. Did you see a Ben Ann hole-in-one? I haven't seen that on social media.
So he holed out for a hole-in-one at a major, and literally one man and his dog clapped.
Oh really? That was last week, was it?
Yeah. It's never good. It's a bit like JT when he held that putt in the playoff. You imagine
the roar.
The roar that would have happened.
Well, Morikawa's tee shot.
Morikawa, but that was like Memorial.
Yeah.
So he's hold that sort of 50-footer, but then Morikawa would have to let the crowd settle at that point.
Yeah.
And then obviously would have built him up. Whereas with no crowds, he just sort of
walked up to it.
Good putt, tap it in.
Rolled it in, exactly. It's
I don't think the fans will be back for a while, to be fair.
I just we've got a comment in here saying as long as they can maintain social distancing, but I think the problem is that there's just so many bottlenecks and people moving all sorts. You can't do a one-way system.
You can't trust people.
No, I think that's the
you just can't trust people. Like you've opened a beach up, but they're all going to sit on top of each other. Yeah,
it's very difficult. Right, I think that's probably going to be the end of us here because it is getting very dark very quickly. So thank you very much for all the interaction, as always. Enjoy the golf this weekend. Hopefully you guys will get out to play. It's going to be
a bit of a storm tonight. Clear it up and then make it a little bit more pleasant on the golf course this weekend for you guys.
Good. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next week, where hopefully Ryan will be here, and we might even be inside somewhere because it's definitely getting darker, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And look out this week. I've got some videos. Project Win is changing a little.
Yes.
There's a video coming this week.
Stay tuned for that. See you soon, guys. Bye.